Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence, the bushes empty.
And so the girl ran over vine and under branch, through the dark forest, until she came upon a magical journal and decided to turn this into her reading journal. Hi, welcome. This is my reading journal. Flip through spread thing. Currently, I am cutting out pages from my reading journal. This would have been easier just to use colored cardstock, but I don't know. I truly don't know. I went for it. I was inspired by the light box, like shadow box thing. And I was also really inspired by the very beginning of Resident Evil when Mia reads to Rose from the Village of Shadows book. If you're going to do this, I suggest you use cardboard or cardstock and not an X-Acto knife, because I have permanently damaged the nerves in my fingers from how much force I was using to carve all of these out. It's been about 2 months and I still don't have feeling in the tips of my fingers, so what's that saying? A word to the wise? Be cautious, caution to the... just be careful if you do this. You will see later on that I included some detail shots, I guess, of what the sides look like of each layer, just because I think they look cool. Like, I think this looks the coolest from the side. So there you go. Then we have, as we're moving right along, I decided to make the January cover page, the 4 houses from Resident Evil. On the right, you have Castle Dimitrescu, and then you get to the windmills for Moreau, and then you have House Beneviento, and then on the very far right, you have the factories for Heisenberg. And I love how this came out. I was actually inspired by this photo, and I think it came out pretty good. I actually really like how this page came out. And then moving right along, I knew we couldn't leave out Mother Miranda, so I decided to paint her, like, halo headboard back brace thing. I don't even know what it is. I decided to paint that. The cracked version, which was also inspired by some fan art I saw, and I painted all of this. The gold is all fabric paint, if you were curious. It's fabric paint. My gold pen ran out of gold for some reason, even though I haven't used my gold pen in months, so I had to use fabric paint. And then while I was spelunking online, I found a bunch of the achievements in like PNG form, so I just cut out all of the house crests, along with a couple cute goat warding crests to decorate the page. Now, I decided to turn this page, after I covered the paint in glue to protect it, I decided to turn that page into the wrap-up page for January. I then decided to change the cover of my reading journal. Originally, I had stickers all over it, and then I thought, why not turn it into the actual Village of Shadows book? And so I drew it out, which took a long time. This is really sped up. It took me quite a long time to get this right. And then I took some like gold leaf foiling paper, fake. It's all fake. I was not going to waste actual gold leafing on this, because I think in the future I'm going to cover it back in stickers just for the beginning of this journal page video. I don't know. It is the Village of Shadows. And as you can see, there's a big spot, or there was a big spot. And then I got rid of it. And then February rolled around, because I took too long to make this video, and I was inspired by this image, and I thought, let me combine them, because I had 2 ideas for my February theme, and Instagram told me to continue with Resident Evil, so I did. So I then copied this photo of the church onto one half, and then I copied the other photo of like the Duke's cart onto the other side of the page, and I hate perspective drawings. I think this turned out very well for somebody who does not draw at all. Like, I don't even paint anymore. Like, I used to paint like all the time, but I don't paint anymore, and I don't draw anymore either. So this, I think, came out really well. I really like how this turned out. And so currently I am still working on the next page in my reading journal. I want it to be a like interactive typewriter spread where you can pull out a paper from the typewriter to make it look like that you can like actually use the typewriter. Not that you actually can, but I'm still working on that, and it's not going to be done by the time I want this video up. So we're just foregoing that little bit of footage that I have. But here is the entire flip through of what I have so far. So here we have the cover. And then these were the stickers that used to cover the outside of my journal. I just put them on the inside. Then I have a cute little library card that I did last year. Same thing, just library cards and with the themes on the back. And yeah, I think they're pretty cute. I don't know if I'm going to keep them all in this one library pocket card thing. I might put them away. I might keep them all in the card. I'm not quite sure yet. And then we are going to move on to the reading challenge page that I have. I have it set to like 57 books or something. My goal for the year is to read 22 books for 2022. But I do have more because I read a lot more last year. And my overall goal always is to read 52 books. That's one book a week. It's not much. So yeah, I have them color coded, and then there is a like silver pen that I use to track the actual 22 in 22 that I want to read, which is a different spread, which you'll see in a second. But this page is covered in like iridescent and silver stars, which took way too long to put on this page. But I think it looks really cute and really pretty, and I'm gonna leave it there. There's that silver pen that I was talking about. And then that silver pen is for this page to mark off which books were which and when I got to them. And then they're color coded, as I said. And yeah. Moving right along is the ugliest page in the book. This is my reading stats page. This will be changing as soon as I get inspired to change it. I tried to recreate the one that I did last year. You can always check out that video. I think it was the video before this, or the video before that. Tried to recreate it. Didn't really work. And we're stuck with this. And then this is the book bracket page. This is also going to change. I found something that I would like to try and recreate. But this was sort of inspired by... I'll link them down below. Their Instagram. It was inspired by them, but I couldn't execute it how I wanted it to, so this is what we came up with, and we are now going to change it. I think it's cute, but not great. This is the 2022 22 in 2022 spread. These are 22 books that I could pick up immediately if I felt inclined to, / if I'm in a reading slump, / if I don't know what to read next. These are my go-tos. I've already read one of them. I'm gonna pick up another one in a little bit after this video. Not that it matters, but you know. Then we get, okay, this seriously looks so freaking good. I don't like how the long ago looks. I think I'm gonna change that, but this, it looks so good. I mean, look at that detail. Look at the detail. I just think it looks so good. I am so proud of my numb little fingers for doing this. Will I ever do it again? No, because I used like 8 or 9 pages to make this, and I think those are a waste of pages, but it looks so good. And I'm going to make you look at every single page because it took so long to carve each and every one of these out. And then here is that houses page that I talked about. I think it looks so good. This is one of my favorite pages so far in the book. And then here is that golden back brace thing all filled out. I only read 5 books in January, which isn't bad. And yes, the Call Me Daddy book is right by Heisenberg because he is Daddy. That was so intentional, just so you know. The book is not related to Heisenberg at all. Literally furthest thing from him. But he's Daddy, so there you go. And then finally, we are getting to the overview of the perspective drawing that I did. And I don't think it turned out too bad. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Anyway, this is the perspective drawing that I did, and I don't think it turned out too bad. I actually kind of really love how it turned out. I'm really proud of myself. I'm currently working on the last page, as I said at the beginning of this video. I'm working on the last page for it to look like a typewriter that you can use, and you can have a little sneak peek of what that looks like right here, if the pages will unstick. But I drew Donna's sister's grave, and then I put in a photo of myself, because why not? And then there's the typewriter, and that's all I've got for you today. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more in the future when I get the chance to actually sit down and film videos. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. I hope you like this, and bye.